Good morning, Tompkinsville. My name is Tyler Etheridge. I'm joined here with Daily G and Tucker Glass for this morning's episode.
What's going on, everybody? We're doing this episode is going to be dedicated for the opening Sunday of NFL football. We're very excited to get that underway. Tucker will have to wait another day for his Titans to play, but mine and Etheridge's teams kick off today at 12 o'clock. Etheridge's team is the Eagles, if you can't tell by the flag in the background, and we've mentioned it multiple times, and mine's the Colts. Etheridge's team will be traveling to – are they at home or are they traveling
to Washington?
Okay, so they're traveling to Washington to face the football team, and the Colts travel to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars. Two division games for both of them. Yeah, playing the football team. So we'll see how those go. Both teams are favored to win, but of course that doesn't really mean much in a game of football. So we'll see how that goes. Speaking of that, there was already an upset today in college football. I know we weren't going to speak up much on this, but Central Arkansas come in, and I believe they beat Iowa State maybe. I can't remember. I saw something about it. Got paid so much money.
Hey, this happens every year.
Come in and beat them game one, so it's crazy.
Happens every year to somebody.
All right, let's get started. Last episode we talked about the players that were not signed a contract yet that we were expecting to, or we're going to maybe hold out. And within a week's time, we've had a lot of news to happen in that department. Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, Cooper Kupp, DeAndre Hopkins, and Jalen Ramsey all signed contracts. And Tucker, you want to mention one that the Titans did as well?
Oh, yeah. Massive signing that everybody's hating on, which is Jadeveon Clowney. And I don't know why it's getting hate, but everybody just is telling me that he's not as good as he's supposed to be, or he's not good at all.
I will say this.
Hate that you get when you're a Titans fan.
I will say this. The Titans fans have blown this signing out of the water, out of proportion. But if Clowney is playing as good as he can, he's one of the best rushers in the NFL. But will he? He hasn't played like that in, since his first and second year?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
So I don't know. He had 3.5 sacks last year, 3.5 sacks on me. But Tucker said he was the second leading rusher on the quarterback or something due to some stat.
But listen to this. Clowney was dropped back into coverage over 40% of plays last year, so that's one reason why he was not able to.
And I don't understand why they did that. I feel like he's at his best rushing the passer. You know,
they didn't have no coverage linebackers, so I guess they just had to.
Plus, he also had an interception. I think he took it all the way back. I think it was a pick six, but I can't confirm that for sure. But I know he had an interception. I was doing a little bit of research on his stats, but like I said, if Clowney's at his best, he could be a world record for a lot of teams, and he will play Monday night against the Broncos. The Titans have the second game of the Monday night doubleheader, as they'll be traveling to Denver, who have a couple of injuries that we're going to speak on. Let's see.
You wanted to show something?
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'll show it to you in a second. I'll just go on ahead and do this.
So the first injury that we're going to speak on in that Broncos and Titans game is Von Miller, as he's out for the season. Or that's what some are saying. Some are saying that if they make a playoff run, which is not likely, that he could, with being the competitor he is, he's going to try to come back. I saw Ian Rappaport said something on NFL Network. It was sometime this last week, the day after his injury, that the best case scenario would be 2 to 3 months, but normally it takes 5 to 6 months, so it's going to be kind of hard for him to come back before this season's over with. Yeah, and that's another thing with Clowney. He was in the Colts and Titans division, and I can't count on my hands the amount of times that we played him. That he actually
Look how dirty that hit is. Look how dirty that hit is. Dude's on the ground, and here comes Clowney flying in with his head.
Put Wentz out.
That's fine. It's Carson Wentz.
Oh, wow. Shots fired there.
Injuries, that's all. Punk.
Next,
we know somebody.
Sorry, go ahead. Do what?
Nothing. I was just saying that Wentz is injury prone. We all know it.
Ouch.
I mean, it's hard not to be injury prone when you get hit in the head when you're on the ground. So.
Yeah, that was definitely a dirty play. Let's see. Now let's speak on a little bit about Zach Ertz, Etheridge. What's going on with him? I haven't seen much about this, but
The thing is that we can't come to an agreement because he's wanting Kittle money, and we don't have Kittle money. So right now, it's hard for us to give him Kittle money until we can clear cap for him. But he says Philly don't want him, which could be right because I'm not involved in the front office or anything. But I know the fans love him, and I know he's a fan favorite. We want him back. But I mean, you got to remember, we got Dallas Goedert, who, he's pretty good, and he's not going to ask for Kittle money when it comes time.
Right.
So I mean, if we have to move on, which I don't think we're going to have to, and I hope to God we don't have to, but if we do, we've always got an emergency option there.
Because, I mean, he's going to be the number one option on the passing game, won't he?
Yeah, if he has a big year right here, he's going to get 15 to 20 million a year, right? So,
I saw somebody on Twitter. It's just hypothetical. It's not going to happen. It was the Eagles fan. He said that one of the destinations he'd like Zach Ertz to end up in was Indianapolis for Malik Hooker and a second rounder. He thought that'd be a realistic trade for the Colts to do for him. I don't know.
I hope that doesn't come to that. I hope we don't ever have to get rid of him. But
I don't see any way. I mean, I don't know. I'd obviously like to have him. But
he said he wants to be in Philly for life.
Yeah.
Which I believe. So, I mean, hopefully we can come to something with him.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the best at his position, if not the best.
He's top 3.
Yeah, he's definitely up there.
He's better.
He's definitely one of the best.
He's better than Mark Andrews. Don't even get me started.
Do you think he's worse than 3? Do you think he's farther out than 3, Tucker?
Kelsey Kittle. Kelsey Kittle.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let's jump down to the Texans and Chiefs, who kicked off the NFL season this past Thursday night. Kind of turned out how we expected, sort of. I thought the Texans would cover the spread of 9.5, but I learned a lot about the Texans' offense and defense.
I told you the whole time, Dave.
That division teams. Yeah, I know. That division teams are going to be salivating about with running backs like Marlon Mack, Jonathan Taylor, and Derrick Henry on the Titans.
David Johnson looked pretty good.
Yes, he did. Yeah, David Johnson did look good, and that's really the only bright spot on the offense. Him and Watson, of course.
You always got Watson. And Fuller caught –
Watson played like trash.
Fuller caught 9 passes.
Yeah, I don't know how. It didn't seem like it.
And he didn't fit, and he dropped like 4. So he played bad.
He dropped one the very first play of the game, I think, or the second play that they had the ball. I was going to say something about them. Let's see. Oh, Deshaun Watson, it's a reoccurring thing with him. He's always running around like a chicken with his head cut off because the defensive lines are in the backfield on him every play.
I've seen his right tackle get beat 40 times against the Chiefs.
Titus Howard, I think.
Yeah, Titus Howard got destroyed by Frank Clark at least 10 times.
And Frank Clark's one of the best pass rushers too, but still. Chris Jones. Gosh, their defensive line's good, but I just don't think Kansas City's defense is all that good. I mean, they got the Honey Badger, but other than that.
They got good. They're fast, so they can run man. So that's the thing about them is they run man 60% of the time.
Yeah. And they had a rookie corner starting because Brashad Breeland was out.
That rookie corner looked good.
Yeah, he did.
That's a rookie corner.
He's like a 4th round pick or something.
Yeah, I can't think of what his name is, to be honest. So right off.
They was talking about him all night. And he kept making plays on Brandon Cooks that nobody thought he was going to make.
Yeah, Brandon Cooks is a decent receiver. So I mean, this might be the start of that young man's career. He might have a pretty good career.
The Texans' defense is not very good. I mean, you got a good D line, a pretty solid D line, but other than that, it's pretty struggle. I mean,
they ran all over them.
They could have ran even more, but I mean, the D line stepped up in the goal line, which was good to see.
And the one thing I also took away from it is the Chiefs might be the most unstoppable team I've seen. That offense was just insane. You're going to have to match them to beat them.
And, the thing is that Patrick Mahomes played terrible that first quarter.
Yeah, he didn't play. No, him and Watson, they both started out slow, which I was surprised. I feared the defense would struggle to start out. But
Mahomes missed Kelsey wide open twice in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And then Demarcus Robinson dropped that touchdown, which came back, and they had to punt.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they all started struggling, but, I mean, Mahomes just banged that second quarter. He picked right up where he left off and showed why he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, he definitely took off, started off the season.
I I was gonna say something. Whenever you said that you have to match the Chiefs, I was like, their offense is so good that I was watching the game, and Houston had to punt, and I was like, they're screwed. They've got to match the Chiefs if they want to beat them. I mean, you cannot go up without scoring. It feels like whenever you play them.
I think a good matchup would be the Ravens offense and the Chiefs offense, and the Ravens defense is pretty stellar too. So I mean, the more I look into the Ravens, I know we ain't talked about it much this year, but the more I look into the Ravens, they got better. Like they improved.
No doubt. That's scary too.
And Lamar's probably an improved passer, if I'm going to be honest. I mean, he's had another year under his belt, so I mean, that team's going to be dangerous. It's going to be them too. I think it's going to be running with it.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to beat them too.
Another thing about the Chiefs is you can't run man because they have so much speed.
Yeah,
you cannot run man. So you have to run a zone with a safety over the top, which allows Clyde Edwards-Helaire to run because you can't stack the box.
Yeah.
So how do you beat this team?
And you have to double. I mean, realistically, you have to double Tyreek Hill. You have to keep somebody shadow on him and Kelsey.
I mean, what
you have to double both of them.
If they catch you off balance with the run, it's a 50-yard gash to the house because Hilaire's so fast and he's.
I mean, and it's just tough. You like their offense is just that good. Like,
and the fact that they kept almost everybody from that Super Bowl team, it's just that shows how good their front office is right there. The fact that they could keep everybody, almost everybody, probably lost a few players. Yeah. But, I mean, they looked awesome.
They did. And then just another thing for the AFC South fans, the Texans' schedule, next they play Baltimore, then they play Pittsburgh, then Minnesota. So they could very well start out 0-4.
0-4, 1-3.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they may beat Pittsburgh maybe. I don't know.
They beat Minnesota.
It's fine with me.
I'd be great with them starting out 0-4. That'd be awesome. And then after the game, not much longer after the game, we'll talk about this. DeAndre Hopkins' tweet said blessed.
He's right.
I think that was a little shot at the front office of Houston.
No, that's a shot at Bill O'Brien.
He's the that's what I'm saying. He's the GM.
That is a shot at that terrible
no doubt.
coach. How has he kept his
He's
job?
He's a clown. I don't know.
You trade away the first or second best wide receiver in the league.
He's the best
for a box of freaking peanuts and David Johnson.
And
freaking peanuts.
They were trying to defend him on TV, and Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth was, and they said that Bill O'Brien's reasoning for trading him was that he could not spread out the money for everybody else if he paid Hopkins.
Pay Hopkins and Deshaun and rebuild everything else.
One would think, but I mean,
there's no reason to get rid of one of the best wide receivers in the league.
And Arizona
when you have a great young quarterback.
Year to year, Arizona is hyped up, and they should be. They stole that man.
Yeah, especially with drafting Isaiah Simmons as well.
And I mean, you got to think of this. They didn't need David Johnson. They was going to cut David Johnson. He was going to be a free agent, and Bill O'Brien said, "No, I'll pay him $15 million a year, and I'll give you a third-round pick, and I'll give you DeAndre Hopkins."
I just don't understand that at all.
Cardinals are straight. They literally completely finessed
agency. It's stupid.
Finessed is the right word. They definitely got away with one there. Next, we're going to speak on Tucker wanted to bring this one up. He's not a Colts fan, but he wanted to bring this up. Marlon Mack and Jonathan Taylor. Tucker seems to think Jonathan Taylor should start week 1.
Now,
which I'm confused about.
Jonathan Taylor is the better talent. And I don't totally agree that he should start week 1. I think he should sit under Marlon Mack a little bit. But he's obviously more talented, without a doubt. Everybody knows that. I mean, at least you would think so. We haven't seen him play in the NFL yet. That. But it's Jonathan Taylor's just a stud, and I mean Marlon Mack's really good too. I'll give you that; he's solid. But he doesn't have the upside that I think Jonathan Taylor does. And I don't think you need to completely sit him behind Mack a whole year. Like I don't know if that's really going to help him that much.
Well, I think it needs to be a Mack's the starter, and whenever Mack's tired, Jonathan Taylor comes in. Mack had too good of a year last year to just throw him to the wayside. Look at that face. What in the world? What's wrong with that man?
Absolute monster.
I hope he's good. I hope he's as good as everybody's thinking. But I don't know.
There's no way you can start him week 1 over Marlon Mack after
I
he's
don't
did
think so either.
1,000-yard years. After he's had
I
He
agree.
had
Give him
he had a 900-yard year the year before last in 12 games. So, 14 games, excuse
Now,
me.
I am going to say this.
Than 1,000 last year.
Jonathan Taylor is more talented. He has more upside. He's a better.
Yeah,
he's going to
maybe I
be a
agree with
better
upside,
overall
but
back. But you have Marlon Mack under contract. Run him to death. Make sure, run all the miles at him you can. Then let him go. And now you bring in the rookie who's fresh. He's a fresh guy. He's going to be
that's
ready
what
to
I'm
go.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Jonathan Taylor needs to be there. Or maybe they can run some 2-back sets. I don't know. Anything. They could be.
Nothing's impossible with Frank Reich. Nothing is
I
impossible with
agree.
Frank Reich.
He is a genius when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. Philly special. Are you kidding me?
That's very smart.
Who expected that?
The Patriots.
By the way, we brought in the player that threw that pass too, Trey Burton, but he'll be out 3 weeks at least.
Trey Burton, he can't stay healthy. Poor guy.
I know it. Man, he would be really good if he could just stay healthy. He was great at Florida in college.
He was great at Philly too.
Yeah,
I thought he was really good.
Yeah, he's just always been bit by the injury bug.
I was upset when he left for Chicago.
Oh yeah, that's where we got him from. I forgot he was there 1 year before we picked him up. We're gonna be doing a thing like we were on the Cold Takes podcast, where we pick 5 games a week in the NFL, and we're gonna pick them using the spreads, and we're gonna keep up with the record, and whoever wins at the end of the year wins. I know we didn't do a very good job keeping up with the Cold Takes, but
too many games, too many people.
Yeah, so we're not gonna do as many games as we did last time. So the first one I'm going to bring up will be the Bears traveling on the road to play the Lions. The Lions are 2.5-point favorites. So who are y'all taking in that one?
Kenny Galladay's probably out.
I know mine. It's a lock.
Matt Stafford's back off injury. Y'all going ahead.
I'm going with the Bears plus 2.5.
I am too.
Lock of the century.
You think that's a lock, huh?
I do think it's
I think it's a lock too.
Well, Mitchell Trubisky has tore them up, so I'm going to go back.
I think Trubisky has a big game. That's what I was going to say. And I think the defense does too.
I think Trubisky gives false hope to the fans once again.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll come back down to earth the rest of the season.
Yep.
Probably. You're probably right. The next one is Tucker come up with this one. This one's really a tough one. The Chargers are traveling to Cincinnati. The Chargers are 3-point favorites. What y'all think about that one?
Bengals.
It's tough because both that good, and they both have not totally inexperienced quarterbacks, but
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
pretty inexperienced. Definitely the Bengals,
So
but
you're going with the Bengals?
Chargers too, I guess.
Or Etheridge, you're going with the Bengals?
I like Tyrod. I think Tyrod's real good. He has that rushing upside. He's a fast guy, but the Chargers' defense is beat up. They're mangled right now.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to think on it a little bit more, but I'm leaning more towards the Bengals. But I think I like Tyrod and what he stands for, so I'm going Chargers.
I am too. I'm picking the Chargers to win by more than 3. Surfer, what do you think?
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers.
All right, next we'll go with the game I think should have been the Sunday night game. I don't understand how this is not. I guess it's because of the new stadium that the Rams have. But I think this game should be Sunday night. Buccaneers are traveling to New Orleans to play the Saints, who are 3.5 favorites.
This is the game right here, folks.
This is gonna be a heck of a game.
Yeah, who can put up 50? Who can put up 50 is my question.
Must watch TV.
Who's putting up 50?
Now, I'm going to say this. They're all pros. I understand this. But I think it's going to take Tampa Bay a game, maybe 2, to get used to everything that's going on. Because, like we talked about, they didn't have a preseason. They didn't have OTAs. They didn't have nothing like that. So I'm going to say I'm going to take the Saints to win by 4. I think they win by 4.
It's Tom Brady. It's Tom Brady.
I agree. But
anything is possible. Anything.
You're 100% right. But I've got to take Drew Brees in this matchup right here. It's
Where's
at New
it at?
Orleans.
No fans, or is there fans?
I don't know if they're doing. There's only 8 teams that's having fans, and of course Jacksonville would be one.
Really?
Why in the world?
15,000. 15,000.
That makes no sense.
I don't understand.
That's all the people that's going to go anyways. Is
I think
15,000.
Paul would even feel that.
It's true. But I'm gonna take the Saints.
I'm gonna go Bucks.
That's just going Bucks. Good. We got a little diversity here.
Yeah, I thought
Let's see. The next one, I think this will still be a good game. It's the Sunday night game. I disagree. That should be a Sunday night game, but I have no say. The Cowboys are 2-point favorites as they travel to face the Rams in the new SoFi Stadium.
Don't even have to think about this.
Me either. Who's there?
I mean, this is
I'm going.
this is a lock.
And we're going opposite teams, I guarantee.
I'm going with the boys -2.
I'm going Cowboys.
Rams. The boys are
going.
favorites.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think about 2. So I mean, if they win by a field goal, they win, or we hit. So I don't know.
If the Cowboys lose that, that's just
That's something the Cowboys would do though. So let's be
It
honest.
is.
It's McCarthy's first. It's McCarthy's first game.
You're right.
I mean,
You're
this
right.
is a new coach. This is a new system. So
could be deadly.
I think the Cowboys are good, but are they good enough to beat McVay and what he's had going on? And McVay's
true.
defense now with Jalen Ramsey
McVay does have a good defense.
and Aaron Donald. I
Yeah.
mean, it's going to be tough on them. And it's at LA too, and I know they're having fans.
Yeah. Or I don't. Well, are they?
I think so, aren't they?
They said yesterday or Thursday night that the stadium would be empty.
Hmm.
Oh, really?
I think, or there may be a little bit. Some fans.
I thought they was doing fans because it's
Why
brand new.
don't you look and see?
I will.
Looking it up right now.
And well, I'll just go ahead and jump to the next one. Then the second of the doubleheader on Monday night is the Titans versus the Broncos.
Dolphins, Vikings, Patriots, Saints, Chiefs.
The Saints are having fans.
Yeah.
Well, that's a Saints lock then.
Jacksonville, Kansas City, Dolphins.
No, the Saints aren't having fans until week 3, apparently.
Oh, week 3.
Oh man.
Yeah, some of them on here is doing no fans for season. Some's doing no fans for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, first home game.
I wish they wouldn't decide no fans for the season right now.
The only team that's, I think that's Washington football team.
Oh, good.
The Rams are not allowing spectators.
No fans for the Rams.
No.
I didn't think so. So it's going to be crazy seeing that empty stadium with nobody in there.
I ain't even looked at the stadium. It looks nice.
Yeah, no kidding. So what are y'all doing for this last one? The Titans favored by 3 points at Denver.
No Von Miller, no Cortland Sutton. I got to take the Titans.
Is Cortland Sutton for sure out?
I mean, it's a shoulder injury, so one big hit and he's done. So do you risk losing your number 1 wide receiver for the year?
Titans have Adoree Jackson out and Vic Beasley.
I don't know. I'm changing that. I'm going to think on that a little bit.
I'm
going to read up on
Just-
Cortland Sutton and see if anything's positive.
Sutton will be a game time.
I'm going Broncos +3, but I mean the Titans very well may win this game.
No, I'm taking Titans. I'm rolling with my boys.
As you should.
Cortland Sutton did
Makes
not
sense.
practice today. That's not a good sign, so I'm going
Oh,
Titans.
no, it's not. Wow. So y'all both went Titans, I went Broncos. Gosh, that's tough. All right. So those are the 5 that we're going to do. We'll keep up with the standings and update you every week. Now we're going to jump into our last topic, which is division winners. We're going to make our predictions for division winners. First, we'll start out with the NFC. Who do you guys think will win the NFC North?
Hold up here.
I've got my pick.
Tucker doesn't know the divisions yet. Give him a second.
No, I was gonna say Packers, but I just had to look, make sure that there wasn't a team there that could really challenge them.
It's 100.
There is Vikings, but
100% the Packers.
it's the Packers.
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 That's exactly who I'm going with. So no debate there. Now this one will probably bring some debate up. The NFC South.
That's the Bucks and the Falcons
Yeah.
and the
Oh, and the
Saints.
division winners, the Saints.
Yeah.
The Saints. I'm gonna go with the Saints.
I'm too.
I think the Buccaneers will be very close, but I think the Saints will win the division.
We're all on par here. I'm going Saints as well.
Next division, I figured Ezra would say the Buccaneers.
No, I feel like they're just going to split this season, you know.
NFC West. What do you guys think there?
This one I think is a fun division.
It is. It's the best division of football.
You mean the NFC best?
Yeah.
That's really what it is. And it's got to be the 49ers. It's got to be.
I think so too, but I think Seattle goes on the run for the money.
Y'all about taking 49ers?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Seattle.
Okay, Tucker goes Seattle.
Here's my question: what did Seattle add that makes you think they can top them?
Honestly, not much at all.
They didn't add anything. They lost. They didn't add nothing. They lost.
Yeah, they did. They added a big player, Jamal Adams.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh, shoot. They did.
But then you take another hit, and you lose Earl. Well,
doesn't matter.
But you lose Clowney. And
doesn't matter.
Some other guys. I mean, it's just.
I got the best safety in football. That's even more reason for why I should pick him. I completely forgot.
Derwin James ain't playing this year.
He's not the best safety in football.
I would take Adams.
Derwin James ain't playing.
Adams is. I can't say Derwin James is the best. He's played half a year in his 2-year career.
He's injury prone apparently.
Yeah, awful.
But I'm taking Seattle.
How
definitely
about
now?
Yeah, I mean, whew. How about NFC East? What are you guys going there? It's their just division.
I mean, I know what y'all are going. Y'all are going Cowboys. I'm not stupid. It's what happened last year.
Whoever makes it to 9 wins first.
Nah, it's going to be the Eagles are going to struggle this year. I really do think that, especially if we're losing this many people this fast. But I mean, they're my favorite team. I think the Cowboys win this division.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles make it in as a wild card team.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Roll with the Cowboys, yep.
100%. I don't know. I've got to mention this. Trey Emmert has made a prediction that the Cowboys not only win this division, but dominate this division and make it to the Super Bowl.
Wow.
That just doesn't seem like a very Cowboys thing to do here in this modern era that we're in.
It's not happening.
No, not a Cowboys thing at all, but it could happen. They're talented, very talented.
Let the Packers and the Cowboys play, and the Packers will destroy them.
I don't see any way they could beat Seattle, the 49ers, or the Packers.
I do. I see a way.
The Cowboys?
I don't think it'll happen, but
or the Saints, or the Buccaneers.
The Cowboys.
Oh my goodness, NFC's stacked.
Both divisions or conferences are stacked.
The Cowboys will be.
Yeah. Not as much.
The NFC East winner will be the worst winner out of all of them.
It'll be the 4th seed, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. And see the second place in the West may have a better record than the NFC East one.
There might be 3 teams out of the West that make the playoffs.
There very well could be. And all 4 of them have a chance at making it.
That's what I was fixing to say.
Yeah. It's just now this is the first year for the Cardinals with this new Hopkins being there, and they may be 1 year away, but they're close.
Yeah,
they're not. I don't think they're there yet, but Kingsbury is a great coach, and Kyler is a good quarterback, and Kenyon Drake is a good running back, and DeAndre Hopkins is a great receiver. And did they draft Kenneth Murray? I think they did, didn't they?
Yeah, from Oklahoma, I think so.
And they also drafted Isaiah Simmons.
Isaiah Simmons, yeah.
So their defense is young, but Isaiah Simmons is a
Chandler Jones.
Kenneth Murray drafted by the Chargers.
Oh, okay. That's big for them. That makes their defense a little bit better.
But they did get Isaiah Simmons, which is
who can play DN, play linebacker.
He's versatile. Defensive
play corner, kick return, kicker, quarterback, receiver.
It'll be up between him and Chase Young for defensive rookie of the year. Let's be honest.
It's gonna be Chase Young.
I had to say so.
I don't know.
I think so too. Chase Young looks like a stud.
Absolutely honest.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a stud. I agree. Let's see. Now let's jump to the AFC. Let's go with the AFC North. No debate here. Baltimore for me.
Yep.
Yeah, Baltimore.
But the Steelers are going to be a wild card team.
Steelers, they'll probably be a wild card team.
I agree. I think so too.
AFC South, I think this division takes 2 teams to the playoffs. I think the Colts win, the Titans get a wild card.
I think it's Titans win.
It's going to be one of those 2, I think, vice versa.
Oh, I don't know. No. I don't know. I'm not going to say which one's going to win the division, but I think the Colts and Titans both make the playoffs.
You can go ahead and eliminate Jacksonville out of that. So that gives you a 1 in 3 chance there. To get it right.
Yeah.
I think you can eliminate Houston too, but it's hard to with the success they've had here recently in the division. But
I got the
they've
Colts
lost their best
second.
player.
I got the Colts second all with the veteran leader in Phillip Rivers. Good draft, very solid draft in Indianapolis. Best offensive line in football. Solid defense. It's going to be a good year for them.
I think the Colts win it by 1 game. I think they win the division by 1 game. 10 and 6
Yeah, I
and
can see
11
it then
and 5.
going like 10 and 6 and Titans
Right
9
around
and
there.
7.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Or like you said, 10 and 6, 9 and 7. I don't know. It's a good division. Top heavy though. Let's go out to the West, AFC West. No debate here for me. Okay, Etheridge said 1 second.
That's not Etheridge?
Did I say Etheridge?
Yes.
Or Tucker, sorry. So what do you think about the AFC West? Is there any debate?
No.
Don't think so either. I think there's your Super Bowl champs.
I mean,
Okay.
no.
What?
AFC West, your Super Bowl champs come out of there, and it's the Chiefs.
100%. Chiefs.
How about the AFC East, the division that's been run by Belichick and the
It's going to
Patriots?
continue to be ran by Belichick.
And it will be.
Really?
Yes. Ow. Okay.
So y'all are both going
Yes.
New England?
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm going Buffalo.
Nope. Not. Patriots will win that division. Buffalo be close, but no.
Let me tell you this. The Patriots either win this division or this season is a total tank mode for them. That's how it's going to be. There's not going to be any in between. It's going to be a full tank or it's going to be a season winning.
I don't think the Bills are getting enough love.
I think the Bills
Their
are
defense
great.
is great.
They have a top 10 defense.
And they
They have
added
a
a
good
Stephon
young
Diggs.
quarterback. They had Stephon Diggs. They drafted A.J. Epineza for the defense.
I'm not saying it's a landslide by anything, but the Patriots are a good team too still.
Are y'all taking into account all the defensive players that's opting out for doing
Steve,
it?
that's a good point. That's why I've been, that's
Oh, shoot.
why
Dante Hightower. Who else?
Pat Chung.
they're kind of persuading me towards them, so I think I'm going to go with the Bills as well.
I'm going to stick with the Patriots, but it should be really close.
I think Miami has a good year too.
No.
I think they win
They could win 6 games. Will they?
7 games, 6 or 7.
5 games for me for Miami.
I can see 4 through 6 for
They're
them.
definitely on the uptick. They're on their way. They're on their way back to the 40 Dolphins.
And then on my
The
three
1940s.
wild card teams in the AFC's the Pats, Titans, Steelers.
Okay, so mine's the Titans is the best one. The best wild card. Then Pittsburgh. And then I'll go Denver.
I'm going to go Titans, Steelers, Bills.
And then for the NFC, I'm going Bucks, Seattle, Eagles.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do too.
Mine's Bucks, 49ers.
Oh, you got Seattle in that division?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bucks, 49ers, and
I can't wait to watch them play.
I'm going to take a risk, say Vikings.
God dang.
Etheridge is not a big fan of Kirk Cousins.
No, he is not.
Good Lord. If they make the
And his
playoffs
abilities.
this year.
It's either that. Eagles, I think, probably, but I'm just going to take a chance here. Be a little
The
different.
Eagles are
Say
better than the
Vikings.
freaking Vikings this year. My Lord.
Now that the NFC is stacked.
Can we talk about this? Do you know how many players the Vikings lost this year? They lost 9 players.
How many?
In the agency. 9 defensive players.
Yeah, that's rough.
And they gained 1.
They're bringing back their heart and soul of the defense and Kendricks and Harrison Smith. But
they lost Linval Joseph, Everson Griffin, Trey Wayne, Xavier Rhodes, more defensive linemen.
Yeah.
That's true, but you never know.
Daniel Hunter's out for 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, thank goodness we played them week 2. Thank goodness. That's a blessing right there.
And
So
Stephon Diggs, I forgot about him.
Yeah. That's probably one of the biggest ones of them all. But they did draft Justin
Yeah,
Jefferson.
they did draft Justin Jefferson.
He's
Yeah, exactly.
He's not Stephon Diggs.
I think he may end up being better.
He can.
He's good.
He can end up being better, but is he better than Stephon Diggs this year? No.
No. And that's just like Jonathan Taylor's not better than Marlon Mack this year. No.
True, but he has better upside.
Right, just like both.
He does have more upside. I agree. He's not better right now. He isn't.
And
definitely
definitely on that one more time,
But
and then I'll
the thing
quit.
about
You cannot
Jonathan
bench a
Taylor-
1,000-yard rusher from last year. You just can't.
The thing about Jonathan Taylor is that he could be better than Marlon Mack this year. I don't see no possible way. I don't see no possible way that Justin Jefferson is a better wide receiver than Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just hard to say that a rookie will ever be as good as somebody in 1 year.
Yeah, but I mean,
Tucker says
Jonathan
AJ
Taylor
Brown's better than Ty. You can't say that.
Whoa. I've never said that.
Ty's done it for 8 years.
I've never said that. I think you might be getting me mixed up with Billy or somebody, but I've never said that in my life.
No, I think I get it mixed up with all you.
Could AJ Brown be better than Ty? Yeah. Is he right now? No.
He may be.
But he's a stud.
Me and Etheridge have both said we don't think he'll have the year like he did last year.
He might not.
He's going to get to double teams, and they're going to be
I think
around.
teams crack down on him.
Yes, he will attract more attention, and his quarterback
Stack the box, and you double team him, and you beat him.
He was a rookie wide receiver. No one had film on him.
Right.
Now they got film on him. And
McLaurin's not going to have as good of a year as he did last year.
Who?
Terry
He
McLaurin.
might.
I don't think he will.
He's going to have a better year.
I don't think he does.
Honestly, any of them wide receivers that did good last year could have another good year. It just depends how things
it's
go.
a good class. Metcalf. It's a good class.
Brown was Char.
Yeah.
Char.
Yeah, he was a rookie last year.
No,
Or was he second year?
No, second
I think
year.
it was second. Yeah.
Second year.
But
Chark is younger than most of them, though.
I still got him in that class for some reason. It just feels like he's a part of it.
Well, it's because he had such a coming out party. He did nothing the year before that.
That's true.
Because he didn't get no PT.
Right. D.D. Westbrook was like the number one receiver for a while there. It's just
yikes.
Tough out there.
Man, they're going to the dumps.
They are in the garbage.
That's all the topics we have. But what did we ever decide what we was going to do for a random topic? We're kind of
no, we haven't even covered the injuries yet, Daly.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead. I forgot I didn't write that down.
Well, I'm just going to start out with the Eagles. You know, we've had a lot of injuries this offseason, and today officially came out that Miles Sanders is out week 1. Javon Hargraves, newly signed defensive tackle, is out week 1. Derek Barnett, of course, he's out. He ain't been healthy since the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl hero.
Lane Johnson, now he is questionable this week. He's got I think it's like another hamstring or a hand or something. He's got something going on, but he's questionable. If he doesn't play, boy, Chase Young is going to have a field day.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's
going to be tough for the Eagles there.
And then, of course, you got players like Deebo Samuel's out 3 games. Kenny Galladay's questionable. Von Miller's out for the season. Cortland Sutton, he's probably out, like we said. And I don't know. That's really about it. There's probably some other ones we're missing, but did we ever talk about some signings? Did we ever talk about Jalen?
Yeah.
I forgot. I saw this morning. This is insane. Listen to this. So the Titans drafted Isaiah Wilson, and he got arrested for a DUI. So
what a team!
I don't know what they're gonna do with him now.
Wow, John Robinson is building a great team of convicts and.
I didn't like the pick when we took it, but I didn't think he was going to go out.
Chance you guys. They had
DUI.
Jeffrey Simmons, now him, man.
Oh, Jeffrey Simmons has done nothing, and he's
we
good.
We never talked about Jalen Ramsey's big extension he got over the weekend.
I said his name at the very beginning.
Did you say his name?
But I didn't say how big it was. What is it? $105 million?
Yeah, it's like 20-something.
He's guaranteed. He's guaranteed $70 million.
Yeah, and then you got Hopkins' deal. His 3-year extension.
Yeah,
so now
he deserves every penny he gets as well.
So now this free agency class is not very good anymore.
It's not as good as it was, but I don't know. How long did the Titans sign Clowney? 1 year?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't think they'll re-sign him either.
Did you guys hear the big thing going on? Cleveland offered him a 4-year, $72 million deal and was going to trade him to the Tennessee Titans But Clowney said, I'm not signing with Cleveland. He said, if Tennessee wants me, they have to come get me themselves.
Well, I don't blame him for signing with the Broncos Browns. That organization is the worst organization in football as far as like personalities and stuff.
And the Saints,
All
the Saints said they was going to come to the Browns too and try and get him.
Why would he not go to the Saints? I don't understand that.
Because they can only offer him 12.
Man, well, take a pay cut, win your Super Bowl.
Nah. Well, what the Titans give him?
13, 14.
Yeah.
How much more?
$1 million.
It could have been the relationship with Vrabel too.
100%. That's why that played a factor into it. But he should have took the 4 years, $72 million if he's smart. I'm just saying.
No doubt. I mean, if he's
he have a bad year or something.
If he keeps taking these 1 year deals, he's going to run himself out, and no one's going to be offering him as much. No, I don't think no one's going to offer him $18 million next offseason. Unless he
dominates this year.
Unless he absolutely balls out.
If he
dominates, the Titans will bring him back.
Well, no, I don't think they will because they've got too many people coming. They're gonna have to sign back that they like, and they're not gonna waste a bunch of cap on.
I forgot one main injury. Marcus Mariota is out the season opener.
Yeah, that matters.
Starts on IR. Who would have thought?
I've heard some people say, well, before this injury, I didn't even know he was hurt. I heard some people say on NFL Network during their camps that they were loving what he was doing, that he had a shot at running against Derek Carr for the number 1 spot.
100%. He might take that job, honestly.
It's crazy.
Gruden hates Derek Carr. He absolutely despises
And the way
him.
Gruden runs offense, who knows what he's going to do. I thought Lynn Bowden might take some snaps before he got traded.
He's gone. But
now, we forgot to mention him. He's in Miami now. He got traded
as
there.
a receiver.
He can do it all. He'll be quarterback before long.
Boy. Here we go.
He changed his number to 16, so he is a receiver now.
He'll be returning punts, kicks, I'm sure.
Yeah, but somehow in fantasy, he's still a running back. Doesn't make much sense, but okay.
They must have not got on there. He needs to be one of them where you just put him anywhere.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, he can play anywhere, but I mean, Kentucky fans act like he's unreal.
He's a top Kentucky player I've seen.
Okay, that doesn't mean he's going to be amazing in NFL.
Well, I'm just saying he's worth the hype that we're giving him.
I can name a few he's not better than. He reminds me of Randall Cobb.
Yeah.
You know how Randall Cobb coming to the league just returning punts and stuff, and then he had that big year with the Packers and ended up leaving, going to he's made a career for himself now. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what Bowden can end up doing is making a career by returning punts and then working his way into the receiving corps.
Yep.
Do I think Bowden's going to be a star? No.
No, I agree. I was aggravating Tucker a little bit there because him and the Arnett brothers seem to hate our takes about Kentucky football. So
they're a little outrageous sometimes.
And Kentucky's getting ready to kick off before long. They got a couple more
weeks.
It might be it's either next week. No, it's 2 weekends.
It's the 26th, 25th, 27th, somewhere around in that area.
They play Auburn. That'll be a good game.
Whoa, I know we're not talking about NBA right now, but Giannis has unfollowed all of his Buck teammates on social media.
I saw that this morning. That's insane, ain't it?
Oh man.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, maybe he's gonna leave, even though he said he wasn't. That'd be wild.
Get with another star.
I know this is supposed to be an all football episode, but I'm just gonna talk about basketball real quick. You got the Lakers with a chance to close out tonight. You got the Heat and Celtics meeting up in the Eastern Conference Finals. And
Great
what
series.
is it? 3-2 Nuggets and Clippers.
Yep.
Clippers up 3-2.
Clippers are ahead. Yeah.
Is the game 6 tonight?
No, it'll be tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Well, it'll be. Let's see. It'll be Sunday night.
Okay, I won't be watching. I'll be watching football, but okay.
Yeah, we're not going to basketball. Bubble basketball is.
Bubble basketball isn't it?
I'll still be watching the Heat, but I mean, I won't be. I'll be more on the Eagles now. I mean, this is. My favorite.
I would have been watching it if it was in June.
This is my favorite time of the year right here, right now.
We got one more sleep. We got one more sleep till we get to watch it, baby. Let's go.
I could stay up all night watching last year's games. I mean, I'm
jacked
for tomorrow.
I've been watching NFL Network.
I'm sitting in the bedroom all day, and I'm just watching Sunday Ticket. Thanks, Daily.
Not a problem. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Oh,
gonna
well.
be
Daly
great.
is ready for another season of disappointment.
This is the thing. I used to be like I couldn't even watch football if the Eagles played bad. But now I'm just so in love with the NFL and how good
Oh,
everybody is, so I can watch everybody now.
you ask anybody that's ever talked to me, they're going to tell you if I ask y'all what is my favorite thing to watch, what are y'all going to say? Are y'all going to say?
NFL. I'm gonna say NFL.
Now
Football.
people in
Tell
my
me,
family and a lot of ever since I was little, I've been told that I didn't watch anything other than college basketball. College
Well, I
basketball
mean,
was always my favorite
you
thing.
always like when we was first becoming friends back in high school. You was all college basketball. I didn't really know
Uh,
that you
that was
liked the
just
Colts that much.
that was my number one thing was college basketball, and it wasn't even close. I mean, I still love the Colts, whatever. I still cried when they lost, but whatever. But now it's like I don't know. NFL's overtaking it. The NFL's my number one favorite now.
Yeah, it's definitely mine now. I can sit and watch an NFL game all day. If Kentucky was on TV and the Eagles was in a playoff game, you best believe I'm watching the Eagles in the playoff game.
Right. Yeah. Well,
No.
Tucker,
I'm still college basketball.
I mean, I get it.
Duke,
I mean, I get it.
without
I
a
love
doubt.
Kentucky basketball. It's my second favorite by far.
Oh,
I mean, nothing even can compare to NFL and
Oh,
college
forgot.
basketball.
NFL might be my third favorite.
Baseball.
oh yeah,
Tucker.
Tucker's MLB. Yeah.
MLB's my 4. College
I
football's
watch
my 3.
I got the extra innings thing, and I watched about the first 30 games, and then I just quit watching them.
Baseball. Baseball this year is not great.
If they start sucking like the Reds,
Yeah.
you should be done with them.
Reds don't suck as
Hop
bad
on the
as
bandwagon.
Reds don't suck as bad as the Red Sox.
Right. Yeah,
That is
the
ATL.
Reds are going to have to go on like a winning streak the rest of the year to even make it to the playoffs.
The
Even
Red
though they
Sox
added
gotta
an
win
extra
out.
team.
The Red Sox got to win out. I'm not kidding. If they lose another game, we're out.
Gosh.
I'm telling you, I don't know. I'm just ready for tomorrow to get the NFL started. Tucker, like I said, has to wait till Monday.
It's true.
So for the random topic, we've decided on the fly here to do our favorite restaurant.
This is
Let's
tough.
see. I think we should categorize them in 2 different ways. I think we should do 2 restaurants and do a sit-in restaurant where you sit down like a Golden Corral, Texas Roadhouse, and a fast food restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we should do. So let's first start with our favorite fast foods. That's the easiest one to think of.
Not for me.
You don't think
go
so?
ahead.
My sit-in's already decided. It was decided.
Okay, well you go. Let's just do sit-ins and go ahead. I got mine too.
Olive Garden.
Oh man,
I knew he was gonna say that.
Olive Garden, and then number 2 is Red Lobster. I mean, it's not even up for debate.
Man,
It's not even up for debate. And then three, I want to shock some. Shogun/Yamato.
oh shoot, I forgot about that one.
That's my top 3 right there. Olive Garden, Red Lobster, Shogun/Yamato.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about Shogun. How did I forget that?
Okay. Literally, when you lived in Bowling Green, you ate Shogun 7 days a week.
Oh, me and Chet Spears, we ate there every night. Sometimes twice a day. That's why I'm broke. That's where every bit of my money went. Let's see. My number 1, and I don't know how y'all feel about this, is Golden Corral. It's not even. Oh my gosh, I love Golden Corral.
When I was a kid, I was a buffet guy, but I grew out of that. Really.
Oh my gosh. I can never go into buffets. That's my favorite thing. It's a fat boy's paradise.
Well, I mean, I'm fat too, but I mean, Olive Garden. But when I was a kid, Ryan's was the absolute best place in the world.
I can still eat Ryan's.
I used to love Ryan's when I was like 11. Like my dad, we'd be in Bone Green. I'd be like, "Can we go to Ryan's?" And like I would eat so much food. Shoney's. So breakfast. That's the only time I ever ate Shoney's is breakfast.
Yeah, breakfast. Yeah.
But okay, so that was my number 1. My second will be Shogun. I don't know how I forgot about that. So Shogun's 2, and then number 3. Olive Garden's very close up there, and
you gotta find 3, Tucker. I mean, it's just I've had 3
Olive
in my
Garden's
mind
up
that was
there,
right beside each other.
And then I'm gonna have to put like a steakhouse of some kind. I can eat any steakhouse, but
Texas.
a good steak and a baked potato is hard to beat.
I agree.
It's hard to beat. So, and then
Texas Roadhouse.
what are you gonna? What about fast food, Etheridge?
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Just give me a second on that one.
I'm
Let Tucker
going-
do his.
Okay, go ahead. Your city and Stoker.
Shoot, I don't know if I can think of 3. I'm gonna
Okay.
put 1 as Red Lobster / Joe's Crab Shack. Now I like Joe's Crab Shack better, but I don't get to eat it as much because it's not as it's not around here as much. I mean, 2. Literally probably just you could say any steakhouse. I would just say that as my number 2.
I
The
agree.
steak,
I
I
love
can-
steakhouses.
Whatever.
How do
Yeah.
you eat your steak?
Medium.
Yeah.
For me, medium.
Medium or medium well. It's right around there somewhere.
I don't like it being medium rare. I'd rather be medium
No.
well than medium rare.
No, I choose not to eat the blood.
Oh, I mean, I don't mind the blood.
I work with someone who eats theirs rare. That's all I'm saying. It's disgusting.
Oh my goodness! There's just no way I could do that.
They literally burn it on each side for like 2 minutes.
I mean, still like it's just
It's like eating
they didn't
liver.
cook it.
It's like it's mooing. Like I'm like, dude, cook that some more.
All right. So, what about fast foods? I've got mine. If y'all want me to go ahead and do mine.
That's
Go
fair.
ahead.
My number 1, Subway.
Oh,
I
Number
agree
2.
almost.
McDonald's.
Mm.
not
Number
chance.
3, Sonic. And honorable mention, Taco Bell.
Well, I'm just gonna go in and tell you my 1 and 2 is Chick-fil-A and Subway.
Oh, I feel like Chick-fil-A. I'd still
Chick-
take those other 2 of them though.
Chick-fil-A and Subway, and honestly, I guess since I eat it the most when I'm in T-ville, it has to be Sonic.
Sonic's definitely an all-time favorite for me.
Chick-fil-A, Subway, Sonic. But I don't know if you consider this one, but Zaxby's was real close.
Yeah, that's drive-through.
Zaxby's was close. Cane's, Raising Cane's, it's awesome,
I'm
unbelievable.
gonna be honest with him. Never tried it once. I've heard all about it though.
The new one in Bowling Green is unbelievable. It's like a Zaxby's with no sauce on it. It's literally the same thing.
And I tell you, I've tried Popeyes once and I absolutely hate it.
I like the Popeyes chicken sandwich, but their regular chicken and stuff, I don't like it.
No,
It's
no,
just
I haven't tried
it's
their sandwich, but I just tried like a. I don't even remember what it was. I
Wait.
ate it in Lexington one time.
Bailey, I tried to offer you a Popeye sandwich that day we went to Warren East together.
That was, oh my gosh, that was. I didn't even eat anything.
No, because your card wasn't working. I tried to give you
I-
mine and you wouldn't
That
eat it.
freaked me out. I mean, that was just awful. It's Tucker, what do you got?
Let's see. 3. Okay, I don't eat fast food that much, so I don't really. 3, I'm gonna do Sonic, and for one reason,
Wider.
and that's Route 44 drinks.
Wider.
Yes.
2 is something we don't have in T-ville, but it's Zaxby's.
Fire.
That's 2, and then 1's Chick-fil-A,
Yes, sir.
without a doubt.
It's a good list.
If your dad or brother was on here, Bojangles is at the top.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
shoot, that's close.
Trevor loves him some Bojangles. Oh my
And
goodness.
Trevor loves Bojangles and Popeyes.
Bojangles is good. All the chicken places are pretty solid.
Trevor's always on the clock, or we'd get him on here one time.
That's true.
Well,
Always on the clock.
I guess that's going to wrap it up for our second episode. We hope y'all are enjoying this as much as we are. Like I said on the previous episode, and I think Etheridge might have brought it up, give us some suggestions if y'all want. I know a couple of guys that reached out, Taj and JD Toodley. They both texted me and talked about how we were doing a good job. We appreciate that.
We love the support. If you guys
yes.
have any suggestions or anything, no matter what it is, just text us.
If
Y'all
y'all
want
want
to
us
talk
to
about something or anything? Yeah.
Yes, different
No.
sport. We're mostly just doing NFL because it starts tomorrow, which is going to be today when y'all watch this. But
Should we pitch this idea about the fantasy thing?
yeah,
No.
we could start doing that. So what are you thinking, Etheridge? Are we just going to give like breakout players starts and sits for the week?
like starts and sits, players to watch out, the breakout. It won't be a big long episode, but maybe just like a weekly 20, 30-minute episode during the week to give y'all something to listen to, you fantasy players.
Yeah,
And
like
we're
on a
not
Wednesday night or something.
We're no experts by no means,
No.
Like remember we played fantasy a while. We know when players can break out.
Right.
Like we know who the good players are and who like Sammy Watkins, stay away. He does
Yeah,
this
one
every
week.
year. He does this every year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Let's see. Do we got anything else to touch on? I had something in mind and I forgot what I was going to say.
That was my fault for interrupting you, but I just
No, it was
remembered that
during.
idea.
No, it was during you saying that. It was about what you were talking about. Oh shoot. Oh, here I remember what it was. If y'all want to, on the post that we make, on Twitter of our podcast, the link. If you want to post your fantasy teams down there, and we'll mention them on our next episode. If y'all would like to do that, and we'll rate it. That'd be pretty fun, I think. But just do whatever. Like I said, we're doing it just to see what y'all have to say about it.
Yeah.
Suggestions.
Once again, most people have our number, have our Snapchat, Instagram, whatever. Just send us a text and give us ideas. We don't. If you want to say something like, "Oh, well, you need to do better on this," well, that's fine. Just tell us. We're here to learn too.
Yep.
So I've already shouted them out, but thanks to Taj and James.
That was big. We appreciate that big time, guys.
Yeah. So just like I said, like we both said, all three of us, let us know whatever y'all think we should work on, and I believe that'll wrap it up for this one. We'll have a new episode out hopefully next Saturday morning for you guys, maybe Sunday morning. We'll keep you guys updated. So for Tucker Glass and Tyler Etheridge, I'm Daily G. Good morning, Tompkinsville. Thank you.